My name is Anita, and I'm from California.
And I'm Linda from Stellenbosch in South Africa.
And we're sisters, by the way. So I am a holistic health coach in California. And
I run my own company called Olives in Fact, and I've been doing that for the last 12 years.
so, we're working together on this, on our passion, which is feed your love. And so for that, we just want to give you a little bit of background and how our journey started and how we got to today. So,
And I think it's because of our journey that we are where we are today, which is really exciting.
And passionate about feeding your love.
With the right things.
So we both grew up on a farm in Paarl,
Olive farm.
Olive Farm in Paarl. And then you went off to university to study.
I did biochemistry, physiology, followed by pharmacology, because my dream was to create the drug that was going to save the world.
And I went and did a PhD in medical biochemistry at Cape Town University. And my research was actually on liver, which is basically the organ in the body that metabolizes all the drugs, anything foreign to the body. Which at the time I didn't even realize how significant that was.
In the meantime, I started a family and eventually went back to university to do some research and ended up doing microbiology. Again, something that is really important in every aspect of life. But at the time, we had no idea exactly how important it is to our physical and mental well-being. So our microbiome is really the most important thing on our bodies at the moment.
Yeah, because, really we didn't know anything about it. When I did biochemistry, the gut didn't come into the equation at all. It was only basically, I think, in 2000 that people started realizing how important the gut is. But yeah, Linda, ahead of her time, again, went into microbiology. So I was over in the States, and then I went to do postdoctoral work there in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, again, looking at ways of synthesizing drugs that would help.
Miracle drugs.
Miracle drugs, exactly. And then I worked in anesthesiology department at Stanford, again, looking at drugs, but looking at liver metabolism. Then I worked in biotech, and actually was part of the process of helping Big Pharma come up with new, novel drugs.
I quite fortuitously and unexpectedly started working on a olive farm with my father, who was also a big farmer, but of a different
and a chemist.
Big farmer. And so I started processing table olives, and that's where I could apply my microbiology, and that's where my whole journey into the benefits and the magnificence of olive oil and olive products started.
Yes, so my route was a little bit different. I was doing project management now for companies designing new drugs, and I started realizing that I was far more interested in the human dynamics that were going on the teams than I was in the product we were making. And so I then became a leadership coach and a life coach and a relationship coach. So very different from my chemistry background. Until I was in biotech for about 17 years, until this incident with my son where they wanted to test him for ADD. And there's another whole video addressing that.
And at about that, or just before that time, our paths started converging.
Yes.
And we both realized that our passion was right here, and this is what we want to do, and this is the message we want to get across, is that we've got our health in our own hands, and we can determine how healthy and how happy we're going to be.
Yeah. So that whole idea about, food is information, you are what you eat, you are what you digest, has just become such a passion for both of us. Because we see we see that what a difference it makes in our lives and the people around us. So this is why we have
Feed
Feed Your Love. Feed Your Love.